So I'm just realizing I have a good example to show you what I'm actually working on. If I can find it. There we go. To the best of my knowledge, it's off one of these bad boys. 375 Komatsu dozer, which in tiny little Northern Ireland was the biggest dozer in the country. And there it is there, this little cross piece, and that essentially is the front axle of the dozer. It's called, on the dozer, it's called an equalising bar, and it's this end that tucks up in here that is broken off. So yeah, that gives you an idea of what we're actually working on. But I much prefer these guys. They don't break, they don't leak oil, and they don't cost a fortune in repairs. So yeah, let's go and check on the machinist and see how he's going. Ollie, thank you.
Offers an experience like no other. Galgo, where laid-back luxury awaits. Book now at galgo.com.
JC Campbell are now open at our brand new dealership on Old Warren Point Road, Newry. We are your home for new MG cars in County Down, plus your choice for approved Honda and Citroen servicing.
Good grief. That was not fun. We have wedges, we have washers, and spacers, and spirit levels, and angle gauges. This is not the best way to do this job. So my understanding is it's off a 275 Komatsu. That's the equaliser bar. I already knew that. Unfortunately, I have done a few of these things before. Done a Cat D8, which from memory just wasn't as heavy as this, and I've been landed in the middle of this job. I would have preferred to have done it a different way, but unfortunately this is the way I've been given with. Caterpillar, they supply weld-on ends, and they are cut in a straight line, and you simply offer it up to the old one, mark your line, cut it off, weld preps and all on it, and the edges line up and just square it basically and weld it. So in this case I've been tasked with finding the true hole center in the middle of space. That boss is not finished the size, so all the hole dimensions in that are different to the hole dimensions in that, so every time I have to compare this hole to the center, I have to do this hole to the center plus or minus the difference in the hole size. So absolutely pain in the ass way to do it, but hey, didn't get in at the start. So yeah, I'm pretty happy I've got it lined up. Wasn't cut just exactly square, so we've got some big spacers in here. Just waiting on a little plate being cut out with the exact radius of this boss. I'm going to put it on the side, tack it all up. That's it, located exactly right. I can remove the spacers then and fill up the gap with weld, so it'll be one solid complete weld. We'll get some massive preheat going. We'll get all these surfaces ground up nice and shiny and clean, and pour some metal into it. nice heavy unit. Good Japanese steel. She'll live for another 20 years. And then after it leaves me, it'll go to the boring machine and get the pinholes finished to the correct size. So my fear at this stage is somebody will come along and take the crane. Hence the message, do not move the crane. So yeah, let the fun begin. Of course this boss isn't even the same width as that one, so getting it equalised width-wise. None of the measurements are the same. Every time you do a measurement from one side to the other, have to indulge in one of my least favourite pastimes with mathematics. But yeah, got a little wedge in here to level it up on the table, and spacers to level it lengthwise as well. A magnet holding the straight edge on. The bushes are mounted in rubber bosses, which are, as you can see, they're completely destroyed. So it's important also not to rely too much on these measurements. You have to rely on the outer measurements, because this boss may not be sitting true to the bore due to the rubber bushes being destroyed. So yeah, a right royal pain in the ass and a lot of time just to get to this point, but we are nearly ready to fire up the welder. So got some nice little locator plates plasmed out and tacked on, and now take this off, clean it all up for to start to get the root run in. Take spacers out. We have a nice solid 10mm gap there, so we get a really clean full penetration weld, and that'll be it, ready to weld. Preheat in, weld on. I'll do this for today. Tomorrow's another day. So we'll run a few welds in here just to get it strengthened up, and then we'll be ready for some preheat.
Visit airtasting.com and grab vouchers from as little as £10 that can be used across all airtasting
Balmy 45 Fahrenheit, 7 centigrade here today. That's in the workshop, it's about 3 outside. I'll just check the 260. $300, so we're maxed out there. Nearly 600 Fahrenheit, so by the time we come back from lunch break, we'll get some more passes in that. Need to monitor the temperature. Can't weld too much if the temperature gets too high. was a surprising amount of welding. All done. Put as much on as I could, tapered it out, ground off the corners, and that should be it, ready for the machine shop. Trying to figure out if this is cast or forged. A lot of forgings have a line around the outside where they were squeezed in the die. Then again, it could just be a mold where the cast steel was poured into a mold. But for the force and strength that this needs to be, I reckon it's forged. So it's unlikely this weld joint will be just as strong as it originally was, but we have a bigger boss and we have an extra weld. It hopefully shouldn't be far away from original strength. Not that I've ever seen one of those broken anyway. Anyway, it's off to the machine shop now. We'll see how far out my hole is. They'll clamp it down through the middle boss, through this boss with 2 bars. They'll make it so that it's exactly level, so this hole will be perfectly perpendicular to the machine, so that hole should be parallel with those two. He should also be able to log the position of this hole in relation to the center hole and have it sitting perfectly level on the table and move across to the same coordinates opposite side, and that'll give us an idea of how close or how far out the hole is. This boss obviously isn't finished size, so there should hopefully be enough metal to allow for any discrepancy and any misplacing, but yeah, we'll see. I've been lucky before, so we'll see how we go. Getting bored out on our giant milling machine, boring machine. That's it, almost ready to go. So yeah, I wish I was taking this on site and putting it on. Unfortunately, I'm not. So that'll probably be this stage that we'll say goodbye to the job. I visited 475 working in Ireland, which at the time was the biggest dozer in Ireland. Size up from this one. I have some old footage, I'll see if I can find, I'll slip it in at the end. Very impressive machine. Actually, I believe there's one sitting at Euro auctions at the minute. I'm going to try and get a nosy at it. And better still, I seen a 475 in Las Vegas at Mine Expo, so I'll slip some of the footage in just so you can see the size of the real machine. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Short one, again I didn't get in from the start, but hopefully it's of interest to you guys. So if you did, fire me a like, and if you want to see more, click that subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to check out my playlists, something for everybody: off-roading, tractor engineering, diesel, models, quads, welding, you name it. Thanks guys, catch you in the next one.
Same thing as before, but we just couldn't get
Hi, I'm David. Karl Casey, to talk about